Now it's time to start adding a jump into your flipaways. So start by just reviewing your left and right spins so your dog is thinking about the directional. Then start with them ahead of the wing, giving your directional command and a hand signal if needed. Make sure that you're also alternating in some turns towards you here, so they're not just expecting to always turn away. Here my hand was too high, so when I come back you can see I go a lot lower to help him turn his head away from me for the flip. Now for most dogs, the farther ahead you start their head, the easier it's going to be for them to do this exercise. As your dog is getting more confident, you can start to move them back further. If they go around the opposite end of the wing, be sure to start them a little bit farther ahead. So here you can see me move them farther ahead of the wing to make it more obvious which side I'm asking for. Once your dog is responding well in low excitement, you can start to bring the energy level up to test their understanding a little bit more. Notice that he's going a little bit quicker here, so he's going to have to make decisions quite a bit earlier. Here he's getting a little bit distracted, so I'm going to wait until his head starts to come up, and then I can tease him a little bit with the treat just to keep him a little bit more engaged with me and add more value to my food versus anything that might be on the ground. Now when I repeat the exercise, he's completely focused and willing to work. Now in this example, he ends up getting sniffing for crumbs of food. I was giving crumbly rewards here, so there actually is little fragments in the grass. So I'm going to try and distract him back. And again, bringing the energy up as high as I can, just to help him compete with the environment a little bit more. I really want this to be a reward experience for him, so that playing or getting food from me is part of a game versus the boring food that happens to be on the ground. Once he's really focused and wants to work, I'll try this exercise again. Now here he's really stuck into sniffing, so I'm actually going to play some It's Your Choice games, mouse games with him, where I cover a piece of food on the ground, making sure that when he leaves it, I'm going to reward nice and high. He goes to put his nose down again, so I'm going to cover once again until he leaves the spot that he was trying to sniff. And then again, I'm going to reward very high so he's bringing his head off the ground. Now I'm going to repeat this until I feel like his attention is actually more on me and less on the spot that he was sniffing. Here I ask for a hand touch, but he goes right back to sniffing again. Same thing. So I'm just going to cover anytime I feel like he's getting a bit distracted. Now it's important to take the time it takes for this. So I'm not trying to get him to stop sniffing. I just want him to make the choice. Here you can see a little bit of frustration that he's doing. And trying to engage him, I want quick motions of the food that I'm using to try and lure him up. But I really want him to make this choice. And you can see how intense he is on sniffing the ground here. So some of you may be struggling with this a little bit. And now he's just getting a bit goofy and doing the play dead behavior that we taught. Again, now you can see him zone in on the food a little bit more and adding some quick motion. And now he's back engaged again. So if they get stuck sniffing, go into first some impulse control games and then see if you can bring their energy up. What that'll do is make you more fun with the food, so the food in your hand is more exciting than the food on the ground, and then it doesn't necessarily have to be a sterile environment. I'm not going to go around and pick up all the little crumbs around the field, especially because I don't even know what they are. Instead, I'll just work with the dog to help make what I have more exciting, and whatever's on the ground less exciting for him, so he automatically chooses to work with me instead.